What's going on, America? Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. And yeah, I'm going through the State of the Union clips that kind of stood out to me, and there's been quite a few. Of course, if you watch my channel regularly, you'll see the other videos that I made, some short clips addressing some of the things that I've observed. And please go check those out too. I'm pretty sure YouTube aren't giving you notifications. But I ran across another clip, guys, where Joe Biden is doing something that the Democrats do quite often, which is misplaced blame. That's right, y'all. See, oftentimes when you deal in psychology or psychiatry, you'll get a patient to come in and they will not properly assess their emotion or their feelings or their behaviors. See, they want someone else or something to be responsible for the way they feel or their behaviors instead of themselves. And you know me, I don't want no finger pointers. I want some thumb pointers. Don't you be coming in my office talking about I had to rob that bank because they cut me loose from my job. What? Okay, well, what did you do to get cut loose? And even if they did, that doesn't mean you go rob a bank. Don't be blaming folks for your choices. Don't be misassigning your feelings, your actions, your emotions. Dang on it, talking about some. I can't believe my girlfriend broke up with me, man. I was mad. Were you really mad or were you hurt? Well, I was mad. I wasn't hurt. Oh, yes, you were. You just don't like that emotion of being hurt. It doesn't sound as tough as mad. You're misassigning the blame. You are not assessing the emotion correctly. It's hurt, not anger. Okay? I know it sounds better, and I probably would do the same thing too, man. I wasn't hurt, man. Stop lying on me. I was mad. That's what I was. See, yeah, it sound a little more masculine. But here's Jill addressing the whole issue of the lockdowns and how they impacted, you know, our society. And I'm wondering, does he see himself in how this all played out? Let's see. Before we get to this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. But first, quick commercial break. Noble Gold Investments is pleased to let you know that gold is the best investment class for 2022. Real estate, crypto, stocks, and bonds, gold outperformed all of them in 2022. So what are you waiting for? Noble Gold Investments have helped thousands of clients buy real physical gold. Open a gold IRA or a silver IRA with Noble Gold Investments this month and receive a free 1/4 ounce American Gold Eagle coin with every qualifying IRA of $50,000. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold, and there are thousands of 5-star reviews. And if you're not ready to invest, download the Noble Gold Investments Gold Investment Guide. Scroll down below and you'll find the link in the description box. For mobile users, click the More button to find the link. Now, let's get to this video.
And folks, in the midst of the COVID crisis, when schools were closed,
Okay.
and we were shutting down everything, let's recognize how far we came in the fight against the pandemic itself.
What?
While the virus is not gone, thanks to the resilience of the American people and the ingenuity of medicine, we've broken the COVID grip on us. COVID deaths are down by 90%. We've saved millions of lives and opened up our country. We opened our country back up, and soon we'll end the public health emergency. But that's called a public health emergency. But we'll remember the toll and pain that's never going to go away. More than 1 million Americans lost their lives to COVID. 1 million. Families grieving, children orphaned, empty chairs at the dining room table constantly reminding you that she used to sit there. Remembering them, we remain vigilant. We still need to monitor dozens of variants and support new vaccines and treatments. So Congress needs to fund these efforts and keep America safe.
Now, that's a real sad story right there that he's saying. But I'm thinking he might have left a key element out because, see, what he forgot to mention is that we didn't need to go through all those lockdowns. He forgot to mention that it was him and his whole party forcing folks out of their jobs. It was him and his whole party who extended the lockdowns way longer than they should have been. It was him who allowed Funky Fauci to run wild off the leash, doing whatever, saying whatever, hiding information. It was him that politicized the whole thing and vetted conservatives against liberals, or even some people in the middle who just didn't want to go through with that. It was these folks who did that. It was these folks who wouldn't allow alternative treatments and things like that that could have contributed to many people passing away that could have got a therapeutic treatment that could have saved their life. But instead, you couldn't do that because him, the Democrats, and the fake news was attacking any doctor, any scientist that said, you don't have to wait until somebody's on a respirator to treat them. By the time they get to the hospital on a respirator, it's probably too late. There's other treatments. No, that's witchcraft. That right there is a quack type of treatment or something. No. In fact, I need all the social media to shut them down and abandon them and silence them. It was these folks who forced this on people's face knowing that crap didn't work. It was these folks who said, y'all should get this. You'll never have to go to the hospital. You can't spread it. You can't catch it. And all of that was a lie. These folks who shut down our distribution, shut down travel, shut down businesses. These folks who encourage folks to attack, demonize, threaten all the people who said, well, maybe I don't want to get that. It was these folks. And then he's talking about that, well, people died and people this and that. You guys didn't want people going to churches. You guys didn't want them going to funerals. You guys wouldn't let folks visit their loved ones in the hospital. It was you guys who did that. And so, yes, he's right about one thing. That is going to stick with many people forever. The ones who saw that this was all a bunch of garbage and see the carnage and the fallout of it. Yes, it sticks with me forever. That's why I'm rocking my Let's Go Brandon. Yeah, this man has not come out and apologized for all the jobs he cost. He didn't come out and say, I'm sorry that I told you that it would work and you wouldn't be hospitalized and you couldn't spread. Didn't say any of that stuff. He didn't come out and say, sorry that many of you are having to enlarge, and having these, all of this stuff. None of that. These folks act like they did everything right. And yet it was just circumstances. It was circumstances that, it was out of my hands. We did the best we can. No, all of the crap that this dude and his party and Funky Fauci put in place did nothing but contributed to what this man just said. Yeah, we got to look at that. It sounds great on paper, see, but he left a key element out himself. Let's hear a little more.
Look, COVID left its scars.
Oh, it did.
Like the spike in violent crime in 2020.
What?
The first year of the pandemic. We have an obligation to make sure all people are safe. Public safety depends on public trust, as all of us know. But too often that trust is violated. Joining us tonight are the parents of Tyree Nichols. Welcome. More resources reduce violent crime and gun crime. More community intervention programs.
Okay.
More investment in housing, education, and job training.
All of that to do it, right?
All this can help prevent violence in the first place.
Oh.
And other key elements of the George Floyd Act. Mm-hmm. Let's commit ourselves to make the words of Tyler's mom
true.
Who
was Tyler?
Something good must come from this.
So wait, not only does he not know who Tyree is, Tyler's mom, another butchering of somebody's name while he's trying to pander, but here's this guy doing another example of misplaced blame. Yeah, that's right. All of the crime and stuff spiked because of COVID. Folks was locked down. That's what it was. And then, all of a sudden, how I'm going to take out my frustrations is I'm going to go out and commit crime. Now, imagine if all of these people that were going out and committing these crimes were conservatives. They would be like, they're violating the lockdown policies. They need to be arrested. They need to be jailed. All of this stuff, they're putting people's lives in danger. But because all of the people who was running around committing a lot of these crimes and protesting and violating folks out in the street, yelling at them, breaking windows, burning stuff, were they minions that they unleashed on the streets to wreak havoc? Yeah, they ain't really got nothing to say about it. They're simply saying, people was just upset over that and say it had nothing to do with us demonizing police, restricting police, intimidating police. All of that has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with our raggedy prosecutors and Democrat-ran cities who was letting folks out and became real lax when it came down to prosecuting these criminals and letting them right back out on the street, no bail. It has nothing to do with that, lowering standards so that all those people out in California felt great running into store with their mask on that the Democrats forced everybody to wear. So thanks, Democrats. Make me put that mask on. You can't say I was a burglar. I was just following lockdown procedures and all of that stuff, okay, while I was looting. Long as I looted under $800, I won't be prosecuted. It was these folks. And then this man got the nerve to say the solution is more social programs and working with people and talking. Nope. When you lower the consequences and you also lower the standards for the police, You intimidate the police, you demoralize the police, and the police say, you know what, forget it. Let them go ahead and solve the issue themselves. I'm not going out there. Might find myself being on trial because I had to save a life. So now what do? You encourage that mess. You guys have encouraged that lawlessness, but Joe left that out. That's another example of misplaced blame. See, as we watched Antifa take over a whole block for about what, 2 weeks? Now imagine if that was all of those MAGA hat wearers who took over those blocks. Do you know how quick the FBI would have came? You know how quick they would have brought in the National Guard and opened fire on everybody? Heck, they shot Ashley Babbitt and she wasn't doing nothing. Didn't even have a dang on gun. But yet, those folks over there during that summer of love out there, they occupied that joint, had guns and everything. And it wasn't until a black person got killed in there, then the mayor told, all right, we better break this mess up. Let these folks burn down police stations and told the police officers to stand down. But yeah, he's blaming it on COVID. Misplaced blame. I hate to have to do that to him, but actually I don't. I love doing it because he's a crook. Now, God bless y'all. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other platforms. Check out the podcast links. Also, subscribe to my Rumble channel and my alternative channel, which is in the About section. Click on it. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you set your notifications to all. And if you want to donate to my channel, feel free. There's links below this video to do that. Now, let's go, Brandon. Peace.